Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for Libra season Aquarius. It's good to see you guys again. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. As you guys know, the cards we're going to be pulling here are going to be for the general energy for Libra season, and then we are going to go through and talk about the cards in terms of love and then in terms of career and manifestation as well. In the weeks leading up to doing your reading, if there are any channeled songs that came through when I was thinking about your energy, you will find those songs in the description box below, and there will be no extended reading for Libra season, and personal readings are not being offered at this time either. But enough chit chat, let's go ahead and get into your energy, and then we'll take a look at your cards. Let's take a look at your cards. Yep. Okay. These are your cards for Libra season, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and talk about these. Now, overall energy here for Libra season, what we have is the Five of Wands. So I feel like energetically, Aquarius, you guys are either at war with yourselves or at war with the world. Maybe that's the title for the for the reading, War of the Worlds. But this is not a good feeling, and what I feel intuitively is that this doesn't have anything to do with you. I think that there are influences around you. I think that there are people in Libra season who are confusing you, and I think it's intentional. And I think you know that as well. And it's because you know that makes it so it's like that's what adds fuel to the fire. That's what makes it so infuriating, because I feel that they don't know that you know what they're doing. And what's the end goal here? To what end is this being done? Is I feel that it is the goal in mind here is to get you, is to somehow make you forget who you are, or make you question your reality, or question what you guys know to be right, question what you guys know to be right for you, question whether or not the things that are going down are actually happening. So I do feel like there is a kind of gaslighting energy here, and I'm so sorry to say that, especially after the reading that you guys had last month. You know, no one deserves to go through this. No one deserves to be put through this. And you guys, you know, the Empress card energy here at the bottom of the deck, it's like you are the last person that this should be happening to. And it's because you guys are so abundant, and because you guys give so willingly, because you guys are so generous is the word, that you keep finding yourself in these situations, and it's heartbreaking, because the people that are taking from you are people that you are already willing to give to. And the cards here just speak for themselves, that this is a source of pain. So what do we do about it? Because I can feel your frustration here. I can feel that you want to call judgment here in Libra season. It's like this cardinal air energy just wants you to act on the things that you guys have been seeing, because because you guys know your value, you guys know your worth, you guys know what's really happening here. So I feel like this disillusion, this disillusion here, I feel is manufactured. I don't think that this is your energy. I just feel that this is the energy that you find yourself in because of the influences that are surrounding you. And this is something that needs to be healed. There's a lot of healing energy here. And the thing about it is, it hurts. It hurts. And ignoring that pain, it might just feel, it might just feel like a game that just never ends, or like a cycle that just keeps coming around, or like this challenge or obstacle that you guys keep getting faced with. And it's like every single time it shows up looking like something else, but then it ends up just being the same thing. Energetically, you guys may be dealing with a Pisces, an Aquarius, or a Leo. Could also be a Libra or a Taurus. But the energy here for Libra season, what the cards are wanting you to do is to open your eyes. The cards are wanting you to finally bring about an end to this painful cycle and put a stop to it, because I do feel like you guys know what needs to be done, but it's like, how do you get past your fear? How do you get past the way that you guys have been feeling? How do you get past the pain? Because what you guys want, which is balance, what you guys want, which is freedom and fairness and reciprocity, it's like you have to put yourself back together first before you can get that for yourself, and that's hard. You know, I'm not here preaching to you and telling to you that this is something is easy, because if this is being done to you by the people that you trust, or the people that you are constantly holding space for, the people that you are constantly showing up for, it just that cut is just that much deeper, and that wound just becomes harder and harder to heal each time that you go through it. When it comes to the way that you guys are going to be able to pick yourself up again is by remembering who you guys are, remembering how valuable you are as a human being. Remember what you guys stand for. Remember your principles. Remember what you guys hold to be true and just and righteous, and walk in that and live that, so that you can rise above this toxic energy, so that you can separate yourself from what other people are projecting at you, or separate yourself from what people are asking of you, and push yourself to say no for the sake of your peace of mind. Push yourself to say no for the sake of getting some kind of justice in the situation. Take that fairness if it's not being willingly offered to you by the people that you are dealing with in Libra season. it does pain me to deliver a message like this, because I want to talk about, good things that could potentially be happening. But the sad reality is we all go through situations like these, and it's just unfortunate that you guys find yourself dealing with this once again. Because I can tell that you're tired. I can feel that energy. I can pick up on how long this has been happening, and how there's a base level of doneness with anything like this. And it like makes you guys kind of aggy. It makes you kind of aggressive. I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny, but it's just the way that you guys are forced to react. It's like you have to become a monster. It's like you have to be a monster now because you're dealing with monsters. But that's the trick here. That may very well be the goal here, is that when you encounter this kind of energy, it has this really unfortunate effect of trying to get you to forget who you are, trying to get you to forget how abundant you are, trying to get you to forget that you don't need to stoop to that level, that you don't need to accept crumbs, that you don't need to accept bull. And just because you guys are friendly, just because you guys always want what's best, just because you guys want to keep everything kosher, you want to keep everything smooth, you don't want to ruffle any feathers, you find yourself giving to the point that it pains you. Whether that's giving additional chances, whether that's giving more of your time, giving more of your energy, trying to understand something that on a soul level, like you can feel it in your spirit, doesn't make any sense. And it's unfair to you. These situations are causing you guys to do way too much. And the people that you're dealing with would have you believe that you need them in some way, shape, or form, or like there's something that they have that you don't. One of the most heartbreaking things about the connotations when it comes to Africa, the continent, is that it is a third world country. And the sad truth is, how has it been spun that this continent is a third world country when so much of it has been colonized, so much of it has been occupied for the sake of reaping that continent of its wealth? Whether that's diamonds, gold, all things that the rest of the world associates wealth and value with, how is it that how is it that this continent can be classified or thought of as a third world country? And it's because of the manipulation. It's because of the spinning of the story. It's because of the denying of the fact that these are people that have been abundant for ages. You can't be a third world country and have all the riches that everyone wants. You guys can't be considered as someone who is not valuable when you have so much love to give, and you have so much understanding to give, and you are more than willing to water the crops of others. So willing to hold space for others, so willing to show up for others, that it's heartbreaking and it's aggravating to see you guys go through this once again, because you don't deserve it. So yes, Aquarius, you are going to have to pick yourself up once again. You are going to have to dust yourself off once again, and you're going to have to recognize the value that you guys were born with, and recognize that the truth is the truth, no matter what kind of spin the people that you're dealing with put on it. If there's something that you guys intuitively feel and know to be right in your soul, in your spirit, then don't allow yourself to get pushed out of character. Don't allow yourself to be pushed to the point that you are reacting rather than responding to the situations that you guys are dealing with. Because I do feel that in Libra season, there is this kind of fed up energy that you guys have, and you want to speak out about it. And to that, I would say, don't react, respond. Respond in a way that is going to help you get to the outcome that you want to see. Respond in a way that is going to expertly let them know what it is and let them know what it isn't. The Queen of Swords here is in the environment, Aquarius energies. This is this Aquarius energy. This is someone who I feel like you guys are more than willing and able to rip heads off. You know, but don't let the aggravation that comes from seeing through the lies, seeing through the illusion, seeing through the deception, really seeing through what has been getting done to you, and also the aggravation that stems from the aggravation towards yourself from letting this happen once again, because you perhaps vowed that you would never let it get to this point once again. Don't let the aggravation that comes from these pains, don't let the aggravation that comes from these painful realizations push you to the point that you lash out and you step out of character. Remember who you are. And don't for any second think that you're a page when you're the Empress. Don't let people confuse you, or don't let people convince you otherwise. And it's just as important that you aren't thinking that way. So don't get cute when you respond, Aquarius. Get drop dead gorgeous. Now, let's talk about the cards in terms of love. So 5 of Wands, the Star card, and the 3 of Swords. Like, you guys are tired of arguing. I feel like there's something that you're done talking about. There's something that you no longer want to deal with. You've had it up to here with it. I feel that anytime that there is any kind of confrontation, like, I feel like you've had your fill. You've had your fill. And it's like you don't have any more space for that. You don't have any more room for that, because perhaps it took all of your strength. It took every bit of your energy and every bit of your understanding to overcome past obstacles. Just to have a wound reopen here, it's almost like, okay, where do you start? You know the outcome that you want to get to. You know that you're going to have to speak up. You know that you're going to have to stand up for yourself yet again. But there is this want to put down the swords, and you're perhaps questioning, do you change this part of your nature where you give willingly, if this is how it's going to end? And to that I would say, don't give up on love. Don't give up on the idea that you can have something balanced, that you can have something fair. But go into situations, you know, a little bit with more patience. And honestly, like, it feels hard to even say that to you guys because you're already so patient. That's you know, there's no question there. But in this particular area, you know, it's going into these situations without the rose-colored glasses, going into these situations not romanticizing the future or romanticizing the past to the point that you forget your past experiences so that you don't recognize these traps when they present themselves. But I feel that you guys are seeing, I do feel like there is wisdom here because you've gone through this before. So I don't think it's anything that you'll be incapable of handling. This is a message about boundaries. And if you have let people overstep, if you have let people take advantage, and you may not even have actively done this, it's just they got too comfortable to the point that they expected they got to the point that they expected too much from you, you know? Slowly begin to start putting up those boundaries once again. Start, I don't want to say, you know, build walls, because I feel like you guys like building bridges is a part of your nature, you know, but maybe you can add a moat this time around. Just, you know, don't block out the pain. Don't block out the feeling. And I know that's going to be tempting to just ignore it. But if you do that, it's not gonna, you won't be able to heal properly. So it's important that you guys don't skip to the end, that you guys don't skip that work, and that you really do give what this is enough thought that it needs, not to the point that it blinds you and you know, you overthink to the point that you don't know how to handle it. Because I feel that you already have a part of the equation solved. You have the knowledge. And it may sound a bit cliche, but knowledge is power. And you have a chance here, it looks like here, to reflect about how you want to respond. If you're dealing with, if this is a love interest in particular, I feel that there's some truth that needs to be acknowledged. I feel like you guys feel that you have been communicative, you have been understanding, and well-meaning. Those were your intentions, it looks like here. Dare I say humble as well. And now it's at the point where you want to call judgment, because when you are vulnerable in this way, it really does just hurt that much more, doesn't it? future. So where you guys, if you're feeling a bit stuck right now, it may be because you are unsure what the future holds after all this. The question you may be wrestling with is how to move forward after all that after all that has transpired, after all the things that you have seen, after this cycle has reared its ugly head once again. And to that I would say, Aquarius, as challenging and as hard as it's going to be, take the high road. Take the high road. And you'll do that by remembering who you are. And I'm going to keep saying it until it sticks. Because it's going to be tempting. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be tempting to just let this person have it. Because you're tired. But keep the future in mind. Really avoid reacting as opposed to responding. Because if you react in this, Aquarius, and what I can tell you, and you guys know this, is that it's going to be just that much more difficult to get the outcome that you want. Because when you're acting from a place of emotion, rather than intellect and logic and reason, it just leads to more confusion. And that's counterproductive. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the cards in terms of the career. I feel that there's a dream that you guys have, Aquarius. And I feel that there is some doubt. There's some doubt because I feel that you guys have been toiling, working day in and day out. And you really want to be successful at this. Like you really want to win. But I feel that the end game is just you may be wondering if it's you may be wondering if you're dreaming too big. You may be wondering if you can really have this dream, if it can actually be realized, if it's tangible, if it's realistic. And I feel like you guys don't like to think that way because it can discourage you. I feel that you guys are naturally optimistic people, or at least you try to be. And I feel that what you need to do here is to just nurse that dream, to nourish it. And if you are truly passionate about it, don't give up on it. Don't stop doing the work. You have the Six of Pentacles in the space of your energy, and this does mean that there is a gift of money of some kind. There is some kind of financial reward. So I do feel that this career path that you guys are on, it is going to be, it is going to be fruitful. But I feel that your emotions and the things that you guys are dealing with are distracting. You know, I don't even that may very well be a side effect of the energies that you're encountering on a day-to-day basis. They're making you just question whether or not you can make money, just question whether or not you're actually good at what you do. And the reality is that you are, and you do have something here. So the cards are wanting you to just wake up from that dream that you're not worthy. Cut through the illusion by remembering who you are and remembering what you're capable of, and think back on the master plan and remember where your mind was when you set down this path. Remember why it is that you're doing the things that you're doing. Remember why it is that you're working on the things that you guys are working on. And celebrate the victories that you've accomplished already, because I do feel like you have seen quite a bit of success. The Seven of Cups, although it can be confusion, this does also represent options. And I don't know that there's a more valuable place to be in. It's an excellent sign of someone who is multifaceted, someone who is multi-talented, to have options, that is. And you guys do. And recognize that through all of this, you are protected. You are protected because you have discernment, because you have tact, because you have wisdom, because you have intellect, and because you're paying attention. And that can be a gift in and of itself, that God, Spirit, your intuition, your ancestors are rewarding you. It's the gift of being able to see and understand what you see. Not just looking, but seeing. Not just letting these things transpire and play out, but being able to exercise a certain amount of control. It starts off a bit challenging, but I don't think that it's anything that you guys are incapable of overcoming. I can learn to prioritize my intentions. I like how she looks at peace here. This says, it is important for you to identify which intentions you most want to fulfill, because as you prioritize, you give your singular attention to what is most important. And as you give that singular attention, by the law of attraction, you attract power onto that intention that is most important to you. Protect your energy, Aquarius, and only focus on the outcome that you actually want to see. I can't think of a better card to come out when we're talking about the difference between reacting and responding. What is your intention? What is the outcome that you actually want to see? And I think that that's what's going to help you take advantage of that brief moment of silence, of stillness, which is filled with so much power, where you guys get to choose how you're going to show up, where you guys get to choose how you're going to respond, where you guys get to choose the best way to getting the outcome that you want to see. You have the ability to prioritize. Don't focus on the small shit. Don't let it push you to the point that you are pushed out of character. Focus on the big picture. Focus on the outcome that you want to see, and hold that close. Hold that in mind. Don't be distracted by the small fires, the microaggressive attacks. Get a deeper look at the source of the issue. Get a deeper look at the root of the problem. And then rip it out root and stem. All right, that was your reading for Libra season. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next month.